Yeah, there's been a lot of talk about this, the third Trump term. On the face of it, it would go against the Constitution, the 22nd Amendment, which dictates nobody can be elected president more than twice. Now, Steve Bannon, remember him, Mark?
Oh, yeah.
Trump's one-time election guru, White House aide, before it all went sour. Well, they've evidently made up because Bannon is banging this drum for a third Trump term. He's been grabbing headlines again for telling The Economist that there's a plan to get round the law as we understand it and as America has respected it. Bannon is saying he'll lay it out at the appropriate time and that Trump will be president in 2028.
Well, he's going to get a third term. So Trump 28, Trump is going to be president in 28, and people just ought to get accommodated with that.
So what about the 22nd Amendment?
There's many different alternatives. At the appropriate time, we'll lay out what the plan is. But there's a plan, and President Trump will be the president in 28.
Anyone who's been listening to Steve Bannon over the past 6 months would know that he's been saying this over and over again. He absolutely believes that Donald Trump will run again and that he stands a very good chance of winning again. And he seems to be suggesting, as you heard there, that there are many ways of getting round the constitutional block.
And I do think this business of the Constitution, I think we're learning over Trump 2.0 about its vulnerabilities. It's being tested on a regular basis by his administration. And I think we're finding out about its resilience as Trump pushes the boundaries, fights in court against norms and understandings that have held for centuries. And of course, it's all heading to a Supreme Court that leans his way ideologically. So you have to ask, what is the Constitution worth when it gets to that Supreme Court that is largely appointed by Donald Trump? And as all this takes place, I think we get an understanding that the Constitution, as laid out by the founding fathers, it comes down really to consent, a common understanding amongst the people at any given time. And that's not existing, a common understanding in the way that it has done through generations in this country. And I think Donald Trump, well, he's exploiting that fact.
But in a weird way, I think that kind of gets to the heart of what Steve Bannon's point is, because he's saying we'll find a way to make this happen. He suggests that if a majority of the country want Trump to remain president, well, then he should. To which the response is, well, he's not allowed to because of the Constitution. To which Trump supporters then say, but if a Democratic majority wants him to, then why shouldn't he? Yeah. And so on and so on. You can kind of see where it goes.